Bonjour. Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Springer, and I wanted to talk to you about one important part of French 1B that's different than what you experienced if you were with us for French 1A last semester, is what's called your Présentation finale or final presentation. It's kind of a semester-long research project that you'll do in this class that will allow you to learn about a French speaking region of the world that you get to choose and then research. And then while you're doing that, you're going to be learning the expressions in French in class, how to talk about stuff like population or the languages spoken there, or things like their education system or foods that they have, just a variety of things. That's kind of the big picture of a lot of what you'll learn in French 1B. That's a lot different than last semester. A lot of stuff is the same, but the addition of the project is kind of a main emphasis. And I just wanted to set you up for success for that and walk you through a few things to kind of keep your eyes on throughout the semester as you plan and prepare for that. By the way, it's kind of cool because not only will you be choosing a region like Quebec, Canada, or Haiti, or Belgium, or wherever you want to choose that speaks French and learn about it, but you'll actually go in and view what other students are learning and presenting about. So it's kind of like multiplying the learning about the different places in the world that speak French. You'll get to learn from your classmates, in other words, and they'll learn from you, which is super cool. So as you start Unité 1 or Unit 1, you'll note that there's an introduction, and this is similar to last semester. Sometimes it's easy to skip past the unit introduction and get right into the learning, and I just want to show you a couple things that are super pragmatic for you. In other words, personally beneficial. They'll help you a lot. There are these sections on Guide d'études, which is the study guide. You'll notice sometimes you're going through something in the class and be like, oh, now fill out your Guide d'études, and you definitely fill that out. I will never collect that from you. It's not a graded assignment. It's more a guided note-taking document that will help you be ready for the teacher-graded assignments. Now, in French 1B, there's also this thing called the Cahier de Recherche, which means research notebook, basically. Download that, and again, you'll be selecting if you haven't already, you'll soon, by the time you get to 1.3, you'll be selecting your French-speaking region. And as you research through your own research, online, sources, etc., you can input information into that document that's pertaining to the unit you're studying, and it'll make more sense once you are through a few lessons, and especially by the end of Unit 1, I think you'll understand what I'm talking about. But I just want to say, use the Cahier de Recherche. It is your friend, and it's worth your time to use it well. And then by the time you get to about 1.3, see if I can have it load on the screen here. There we go. You will see your 1.3 journal, Ma Recherche. So if we take a look at this, it will, without reading everything, basically it's going to show you the Présentation finale guidelines, which you definitely want to read. It gives you an idea about what to focus on. And then you're going to select a country, city, or region that you'll be researching and telling me a little bit about that. I do take notes on it, so make sure it's something that you want to research. It's not that you can't change later on. You could potentially change, but we would just want to talk about it. Read the directions carefully. In this link here, like, you can't just say France or Paris. It's more specific than that. You can say other cities in France. You can't say France as a whole. Again, more specific or outside of France is more what we're looking for, since you're learning already a lot about France through your course. So that's kind of the first step. Once you get to that point, is selecting a location. And then I just kind of want to show you in the grade book, like, how much of your course is focused on this. So I'm taking a peek at a student's grade book in the SLP, or Student Learning Portal, and I'm just going to highlight a few items. So last semester, when you got to the end of Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, you had like a projet or project, which was a video assignment. Those are much more normal in this class. You'll have a couple of them per unit, and they're called video, like 1.3 video. 1.9 video, okay? But in this course, you're going to have at the end of a unit, in addition to like the tete-a-tete at the end of units 1 and 3, you'll have the résumé de recherche, which means like a summary of your research for unit 1. So basically, let's say I chose Belgium is my French speaking area that I was going to research about. I'm going to take the things that in it, again, the cahier de recherche will guide you through this, but the things I'm learning about in this unit, like how to talk about the population or like how to talk about le climat et la géographie or le transport, things like that. And I'm going to be learning about those things in Belgium, and then basically because of what I'm learning in French class, learning how to describe those things en français. And that's what I will complete for the résumé de recherche, or what you will complete rather. It's a 20-point assignment, which is worth quite a bit compared to the other items. Okay. So I'm just going to highlight right now the assignments that are impacted by the overall final project. There's the 1.3 journal, which is picking your spot. The résumé de recherche unit 1. There's another one at the end of Unité 2. There's something called Journal du mi-semestre, which is also impacted by this. This is where you're going to go look at a few of your classmates' presentations up to this point and learn about their countries or their regions and kind of reflect on it. We've got the Résumé de recherche Unité 3, and then finally Résumé de recherche Unité 4. And then basically you're going to compile a lot of that information all together to the Présentation finale, which is worth 50 points. And then Réflexion finale, which is similar to that journal thing after Unit 2, where you're going to be learning about your classmates' research projects and their what they've studied about. When you initially learn about the Présentation finale in the 1.3 journal, like I showed a minute ago, it might sound overwhelming. And if you save everything until the end of the semester, it is overwhelming. But if you just follow the directions little by little, go through class and do everything in Unit 1, including your research and the résumé de recherche Unité 1, complete things like that, it will not be that big of a lift to do this Présentation finale by the time you get to the end of the semester. Also point out that this course does not have a final exam. It has the Présentation finale instead of that. So it's something that it'll assess similar things to a final exam, but it's something that you have lots of time to prepare for and polish and get together, ask me for help on, etc. So just wanted to give you a heads up of what to expect there. It does take time, but if you follow the directions in class, you will be good to go. Do not hesitate to ask me for help for anything along the way. It's something, if you're not sure how to word something, you definitely want to come to me. Don't just run to Google Translate or a dictionary. I generally will not accept that work. So it does violate our academic integrity policy. That does not mean I don't allow students to use a dictionary. I do sometimes if I've specifically given them that permission. So when in doubt, ask me first and let's talk through it. Okay. Thank you.